Legendary actor Sidney Poitier died today at the age of 94. He was one of the last surviving stars from Hollywood's golden age. His award-winning career spanned decades.
He was amazing for sure. And as Jade Cunningham shows us, actors here are remembering him as a trailblazer for those who came after him.
Actor, director, and activist Sidney Poitier was a Hollywood legend.
But you think of yourself as a colored man. I think of myself as a man.
His film career began in the 1950s, and immediately he made a name for himself.
You can't be a black actor without knowing and learning about Sidney Portier. Because without Sidney Portier, you don't have the Will Smiths, you don't have the Denzel Washingtons.
I gave you that.
Actor Martin Batts Bradford says Poitier's work, especially during the civil rights era, was inspiring. That the roles Poitier chose, he says, pushed our nation forward.
No one was going to tell him who to be. He was himself at all times. You know, like you never really saw him being subservient. He was often in power, in a power position, and for a black man to be in that role, that was few and far between, if ever.
My terms meant that I would get there if I am accepted as I perceived myself.
Poitier's love of film and theater did not go unnoticed. He was recognized with countless awards, like the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009. But it was what he won in 1964 that Dillard Associate Theater professor Corthell Clark says was historic.
For the black culture, we all should know that he was the first African-American male to win an Oscar. And that's very important because it helped break down the barriers in Hollywood as well as on stage and in Broadway.
I came here at a time when this Hollywood that you know was not the Hollywood here when I arrived.
When you look at the life of Sidney, it's very important that we understand that his life wasn't in vain. I hope that inspiring actors take this particular time to pay homage to Sidney, but at the same time understand how important he was as an actor, as a philanthropist, as well as a literary artist.
The 94-year-old was truly one of a kind.
It is the absolute definition of inspiring, because I'm trying to do the same. I'm doing the same thing. I'm a black actor pushing forward, and without him opening those doors, where would I be?
And leaves behind a legacy many say they're thankful for, and one that will never be forgotten.
Come on. Why you black? Go ahead and say it.
Jade Cunningham, Eyewitness News.
Poitier's nephew actually lives here in New Orleans, and we've reached out to him, but so far we haven't heard back from him.